Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. In last video we have seen how we can successfully log in ToDo app. But we had a problem that after successful login, if we reopen an application, then again and again it asks username and password. You see, every time it asking username and password. We want that once we log in this application, then until we do not log out, we should not have this screen again. This screen only come when we log out from the application. If you want to do that in your application, you require a library that help to persist your information in some text file in database. So for that we need such kind of library that help to store the information in a text file or in database or somewhere else, but we should not lose the information until we don't want. So for that we have a one library is called Async storage. So we type here Async storage React Native and we will have the package here. Go there and copy this from here and install this library. It's a very simple. Now you are in an advanced topic of React Native, you know how to install this. I have already installed this library. So just close the application and install it. I have explained so many times how to install this type of libraries. So it's very simple, just go and install it. After the installation, we should go for the manual of this. You just come down, we have a GitHub link for this and you see that here we can import this library. Just copy this here and we should import it first of all. So I go to the login screen, remember, because we have to preserve the login. So here I go and I paste this. So we have a async storage library I have. Then we go down and we have two type of things, one for normal value, a second for the object value. So we will save the object value because why? I copy this. Why? Because I have a username and password, both I want to save in an object. You can save anyone also, but I am showing you how to save the object. So for that, once you are login one time, then you have to set the user, or if you are registering first time with username and password into the real-time database, then we can also preserve this information that we want. What can I do now? I need to create two function here. First function I say, so first of all I copy paste this. So one function is this, so I say set user. I say set user we can say, or set login we can say. Login user we have already, so I say set user means we want to set the user, we do not want to pass any value. And here we have async. I don't want this right now. First of all I need the object that I want to use to store the information. So I say const and I say login user, or I can say login, and I create the object. Here I say username equal to username and I say password equal to password. I save this. You see, this username password we have saved in the object, and this object I want to store in a async storage. So I say that is login. Remember, you can give any name. I am giving here login, and here I will convert this object into string. So I say login. Remember, no need of this now. Save this. So this we have inserted, and here I don't want to show any information. If there is an error, no need to show any error here. If you want to show, you can show any error, but I don't feel that we have to set any error here. Just we are checking that we save the username and password whatever we have in text field while login, and we save this key is login. You can give any name. The object name is login. We convert it object into string and we have saved this. Now when we login, so before going to the next screen, I say set user. Remember, I call this function, and same if you are going to the next screen after registration, so I say set user. Remember, both the time I call this because it will register the user information each and every time. Now one thing we have to do, that once we register and second time we open this application, so right now I have only one a screen that is running first time is login. So I call one function that is use effect. So I say use effect. So under this function, remember, and I put the condition that once I want to call this function, and after this, inside this function I call one more function, and that will check the username and password is saved or not. So for that I say get user here, get users function. I will do there. I will call get user function here, and I will call this function in the beginning of the application. So I need to create this function also. So same I do. So I go there and I read the information. So this information we are going to read, and if we are going to read the object information, we have the same thing here. I copy this information on the top of this, I copy, and I go into the code and I paste this, and I say get user. So we get the user, same function, and here key is login. So I pass the login key, remember, and I save this. If this value which we are reading is not equal to null, remember, if it is not null, we have some value. So we will navigation to the, we replace this to the to-do screen, remember. So we do the to-do screen, remember. Else, if it is null, then we navigate to the login screen and we pass the title of this login to login, remember. If you are not already login, we open the login screen, but if you are already login, then we open the to-do. For that, once again I restart this, and you will see that we have successfully preserved the information, but we will have one problem also. We will solve that problem in next video also. You see, we have already gone. Why we have not saved the information right now? Restart. So successfully we are going, but we login we have, but we have saved the information when. So now we having a problem that it going without this, and you see that once we log in, automatically we are logging here, but the problem is that maybe in execution time we have created this object, and this object is created with empty username and password, I think so. So we do this, what we do, we create a logout button also. So we will log out from this screen, then we will have a login. So if it is not equal to null, we have go to this, means we have the value here, that is the problem. Otherwise we will go to the login screen. So I open this to do task, and here I create a logout button first of all, and we log out from this screen and we go to again to the login. So what we do here for creating a logout, so this is the icon. So I make copy of this icon and I say here font awesome, and I say icons, and here in the top of the screen we have this delete button. So just beside the delete button I will have logout button also. So I say here icons, and in place of delete I say user times. I think this is the user times will work. Yeah, you see user times is coming, user logout, and I make it green. You see this is icon name that is available in awesome font, and I need here all these icon together. So I put under the view, cut this, and under this view I paste this, save this. So you see they are coming here. Now I give the name to this, style for this, and I say style dot, I say icons, save this, and I do the property of this icons also. So I say icons and I say flex, flex direction to row. You see, now I need some space also, some margin also here. So I need style here. I say styles equal to styles dot this is logout icon, so I say log out icon. Okay, so once again I do for logout icon also, I say log out icon, and here I say margin from the left side should be 10 pixel. So the name is icons. Save this, and I need to put commas. Save this. You see we have this, and now I want whenever I click on this I should log out. So I called log out function. So I create this function also, logout. So I say here const logout equal to, so here I do logout also. So for removing item we should go for more API, and here we have removing of item also. I think remove of item we have, and we need to use this code. So I copy, remember, and I paste it here, and I say async like this. Save this, and as async storage library we have to import. So I import this one also, because logout we require automatically we are login, so we have to log out from this. Save this, save this. Now we go to the to do task, and here we do more. Here we have a login key name is login, so we delete this. You see, remove the item login, and successfully we log in after logout. So we see this now, so it is working as we require. So if I click here, so it should remove, and we should go to the screen also, but it's not going because we have not set here. So if we remove this, after removing this we should navigate. So navigation is not coming, I think, here, so we need navigation also. So you see we have a to do task, we do not have a navigation screen here. So for navigation screen we need some thing. I say import type equal to native stack screen props, we need this. Then I need import screen type like this. Then I say type equal to do type equal to, I say native screen props, and here I say screen type. Here I pass to do like this way because it's a Typescript, and here I need navigation, and we have a type of this is to do type. Save this. Now we have a navigation also. So we reach to the login screen, we remove the item, and we go to the navigation dot replace, and we go to the login screen, and this login screen we need with the title of login. Save this. So we click on this, and you see we are on login screen, but every time we are refreshing, why? We have to check this code also. We go to the login screen, so we have a get user. So this condition is wrong, so I remove the else from here. Then I try to do this, no effect, else. Save this, and I just remove this. Again I restart this. Yeah, now we have reserved the screen, so no need of this else condition. It doing some problem, so once again I just restart it. This else conditions re-rendering it again and again, so I am stopping it from the re-rendering. So we try to see this once again. You see successfully we have opened the screen because we have not logged in right now. So we check it once again. I say Vipin and I say classes, so we have already this user, and I log in this, and we open this. You see we log in. Once again I try to restart the application and try to check it is again login with the to do screen or not, or it asking for a screen. You see it asking for login screen. Remember that it's showing the login screen, and then we having this to do app main screen. Why it is showing the login screen? It's showing a login screen because login screen is a first screen, and after the login screen we execute this use effect function, and under this use effect function we just turn to the to do screen. So we have to remove this also, and the best thing to remove this is a splash screen. So we will add the splash screen also in next video, but here again we try to check if we log out it from here. So we go to the login screen. Yeah, we have a login screen also, remember, Everything is working fine now. Once again, if I restart, remember, if I restart, so I will have the login screen. Why? Because taking a time for restarting, you see we have a login screen because this is deleted. And but if I log in with successful user like this and I click on login, so it will log in. You see we have login successfully. If without logout I restart again, you see the problem. So it will log in automatically because we have preserved the username and password. But the problem is that first it show login screen, you see, then it go to automatically to the to-do task. So we have to remove this login screen. We don't want to send anything to the login screen. We want to decide at the main screen. So we will make a splash as a main screen, and from the splash screen we will decide if user is already logged in, then directly go to the to-do app, otherwise show the login and registration screen. So how we will do that, see in the next video. In this video I shown you that how to use async storage library to preserve your information, to make persistency in your application for anything which you want to preserve, like username, password, or something, any setting you want to use in your application. I think you have learned so many things from this video. If you learned something, if you like this video, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.